Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Fiume, here live at the IFA2024 National Convention, and looking forward to interviewing some folks at this year's event. I am here with Ryan Thurber from Design Pickle. Ryan, how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. So tell me, what brings you to the IFA this year?
Yeah, Design Pickle, what we do is we're on-demand design, flat rate. We work with franchises, franchisors, all different types of companies, all different types of industries across the board, strictly for design across the board. Absolutely everything you can think of.
Okay, the name Design Pickle. I got to know the origin of this.
Yes. Our founder actually came up with it, and would you guess? Because he was in a design pickle himself. Having an issue finding any specific type of design work, he was having issues with that at the time, and he ended up obviously coming up with the name, drew the pickle, and loved the little mascot, and he has been there for probably 10 years now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I got a question for you, and that is this. I interview a lot of emerging franchise founders and folks that are looking to get into franchising. So from your experience, would you share with me maybe a tip? If somebody who's looking to get into franchising, what's a piece of advice maybe you'd give them?
So just to be clear, we also don't do the franchising ourselves. We work with franchises. So I would say someone trying to get into it specifically, there's a ton of great vendors out here, and kind of utilizing, these other partners out here to make it as easy as possible, and also, cost effective is a big thing too. But everyone here specifically at the IFA is helping out franchises in some way or fashion, and I think that's kind of where you need to utilize your business, is pulling in partners and opportunities.
That's great advice. Yeah. Ryan, thanks so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.